An attempted first-degree murder charge has been filed against this man in Box Butte County Court stemming from a Christmas Eve disturbance. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, a 49-year-old Alliance man is being held on a $20,000 bond for charges including attempted first-degree murder stemming from an incident on Christmas Eve. Court documents say that Cornell Belt is charged with attempted first-degree murder, first-degree arson, terroristic threats, and felony child abuse. Investigators say Belt set a fire at the top of the staircase leading to the basement to prevent his roommate from exiting the residence. Additionally, he tried to pull the gas stove away from the wall in a possible attempt to break the gas line and create an explosion. After Belt was arrested and interviewed at the Alliance Police Department, he reportedly told investigators if he had a firearm, he would have killed his roommate and his wife. Belt was arraigned on the charges on Tuesday, and he'll be back in court on January 9th for his preliminary hearing. Well, authorities say an Omaha man was killed yesterday afternoon in a two-vehicle fatality crash in Garden County. The Nebraska State Patrol says at approximately 4:10 p.m., an eastbound pickup on Highway 26 attempted to pass a semi going in the same direction just west of Oshkosh and was struck by a semi traveling westbound. NSB investigators say the driver of the pickup, 65-year-old Michael Gobel, was killed in the crash. No other information was immediately available, including the name of the other semi-driver or their condition. The Garden County Sheriff's Office also responded to the scene. Well, coming up after the break, wind and more wind in our forecast. Bill Boyer's got your weekend weather outlook right after this on KNEB.TV News.
At Platte Valley Bank, we believe it shouldn't cost you money to access your money. That's why we offer free ATMs anytime, anywhere. Whether you are across town or traveling abroad, there won't be an added expense to access the funds in your Platte Valley Bank account. Free ATMs are just one of the great benefits of banking with us. Stop by to talk to one of our friendly associates to discuss what else Platte Valley Bank has to offer.
There's a place where folks still play with fire. The common ground between backyard barbecue heroes and professional chefs. This is where friendships are forged, fire and flavor come together, and new techniques are perfected. Here in Big Green Egg Country, cooking is still treated as an art form. And since the most versatile grill you'll ever own comes with a lifetime warranty, you'll always have the ultimate cooking experience.
Visit the experts at Paul Reed Construction, your authorized Big Green Egg dealer.
When you're Arby's, you can do certain things like load roast beef and curly fries onto a sandwich. Add horsey sauce, Arby's sauce, and cheddar cheese sauce on there. Sell them 2 for $6. And when you're Arby's, you can call it the Arbinator. Because if you aren't, Arbinator is a super strange name to just invent. Arby's, we have the meats.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the Arby's Weather Center. Arby's, we have the meats.
Going to be dealing with partly cloudy skies as we go through the evening hours. Winds not much of a concern for tonight, but tomorrow afternoon and evening they're really going to crank up here across the region. We do have high wind warnings in effect for tomorrow, mainly from the afternoon through the evening hours for us. Winds gusting 65 plus miles an hour, and we're really not going to turn the winds down a ton. It's going to stay breezy to windy for really most of the next 7 days. 46 after a morning low of 24 yesterday, just slightly above normal, and nothing to worry about out there in the rain gauge as we just get started off for the month and year. We'll focus on our area here in just a moment. We do have winter weather advisories for portions of Iowa back into Minnesota and South Dakota. Here in our area, though, we have high wind warnings. This lighter shaded area includes all of eastern Wyoming into the southern panhandle, Kimball to Scottsbluff, Bridgeport, and Sidney. That's a high wind warning, a small area with a high wind watch left. That's either going to be upgraded or dropped here shortly. And then we have a blizzard warning right out here in the Arlington area. Going to be dealing with those same winds that we're going to be dealing with in our area, but snow on the ground. It's going to create blizzard-like conditions. Temperatures in the 30s for most of our region, 20s here Colder air just off to our north and east. Valentine at 26, 33 in Ogallala and in Sydney, 35 right now in Cheyenne. Here are the winds. They're confined to the areas and the wind-prone areas of eastern Wyoming, spreading out to down around the Kimball area, about 15 to 20, 25, even this sliver here at 40 to 50 mile an hour winds in the high country, dropping those wind chills into the 20s. The rest of us in the 20s as well for wind chills right now. Going to be dealing with partly cloudy skies tonight. That's really it. A couple of snow flurries moved through earlier. Those will clear out. Partly cloudy skies overnight. Winds are going to stay in check overnight, and temps not going to fall too bad considering our normal low down into the low to mid teens. We're looking at upper 20s to low 30s for lows here across the area tonight. Now for tomorrow, we're dealing with partly cloudy skies throughout the day. It's going to start sunny, and then along this cloud bank, that's where the wind's really going to increase, push out across our region. That high wind warning gets started up at 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon for the southern panhandle and goes through the midnight hour. That's when the strongest winds are going to be. High temperatures tomorrow going to be mild, but unfortunately with the winds, you're not going to be able to enjoy them very much. Low to even some mid-50s for high temperatures tomorrow, but those winds going to make it feel even colder than that. Not much snowfall to be concerned about here across the area, maybe a few flurries up around the Lusk area. For tonight, partly cloudy. We'll call it 28 for a low tomorrow. It's going to look nice, but when you look out the window, if you can't hear, you're going to be able to hear that wind blowing, and it's going to be very hard, especially late in the day. 25, maybe 45, gusts over 60, and certainly not out of the question. 53, so mild, but windy. And then Sunday, not a bad day at all. Temps back into the low 40s, upper 30s on Monday. Bring some more winds back Tuesday as well, and into Wednesday. A little cooler on Thursday, breezy conditions, and 35 on Friday right now. No major precip chances in store for us, but we're going to be dealing with bouts of wind, making it feel cold and wintry at times here across the region.
Behold the Arbinator. Behold the roast beef and cheddar cheese sauce. Behold the horsey sauce, Arby's sauce, and curly fries. Beholding two of them for only $6. Arby's, we have the meats.
Exceptional care, right here at home. That's the mission of Morrill County Community Hospital. Morrill County Community Hospital is a 20-bed critical access hospital that owns and operates clinics throughout Bridgeport, including specialty outreach clinics and Morrill County Home Health Clinic, as well as Chimney Rock Medical Center, located in Bayard. Our dedicated team is committed to you and our community every time at Morrill County Community Hospital, Bridgeport, Nebraska.
'Twas the holiday season, and in your garage, a brand new John Deere. That's not a mirage. With 60 months financing at 0%, say happy holidays to money well spent. If additional offers are what you desire, visit your John Deere dealer before they expire. Now start up your engines and drive out of sight. New John Deere equipment for all, and to all a good night.
Visit 21st Century Equipment in Alliance, Torrington, Scottsbluff, and Bridgeport, or visit 21stcenturyequipment.com. Welcome back. Law enforcement joined Sydney Public School staff and administrators today to practice scenarios under their standard response protocols. District officials advised residents if they saw the presence of officers from the Sydney Police Department or the Cheyenne County Sheriff's Office around the high school campus, there is no need for alarm. The drills were completely precautionary, and with no students on campus, the goal was to ensure student safety in the future and allow staff and law enforcement to work together on responses to various types of potential incidences. Well, the United Way of Western Nebraska has gotten a kickstart for their 2020 Day of Caring food packaging event. Gering Zion Church Pastor Tim Hebert recently presented United Way Executive Director Steph Black with a $1,000 donation to help purchase the necessities for volunteers to help package 75,000 shelf-stable meals for families in need. This year's Day of Caring is expected to take place in early October. And now that Christmas is over, the city of Scottsbluff is letting residents know how they can properly dispose of their Christmas tree. The City Parks Department will begin picking up trees on Monday, and folks can call the Parks Department or email rdeeds@scottsbluff.org to schedule their pickup, or you can haul your trees to the tree dump site at the Riverside Park and drop them off. All Christmas trees will be mulched, and that mulch will be free for the public sometime in March. Well, straight ahead, Bryce and Alex with their 2019 year in review on their Friday 5. They'll have that right after the break.
At Compliments for you and your home, we're not ready to take down Christmas decor quite yet. Stop in and pick up great Christmas decor at great prices, with all Christmas items 30% off. And remember, Compliments has ladies' fashions that appeal to all ages and sizes. Be sure to look through our clearance racks for last chance bargains. Compliments for you and your home, 1708 Broadway, downtown Scottsbluff.
Hey, I've been hanging out here a long time outside of Panhandle Auto Group, and boy, do they have a great selection of vehicles.
And their sales team is great to work with, and you can also get your vehicle serviced and detailed too.
Welcome to Panhandle Auto. This is Sam Serta, General Sales Manager. It has been our pleasure to serve you for the past 2 years. At Panhandle Auto, we have a seat for everybody. Whether you need a vehicle for yourself, a son or daughter, our team will go above and beyond to satisfy your needs and even your dreams. So again, thank you from Sam Serta, General Sales Manager at Panhandle Auto, for allowing us to earn your business. At Panhandle Auto,
it's time for something different.
Sometimes events in life are planned, others a happy surprise. No matter what life change you're navigating, whether you're getting married or just want a bigger yard for your pup, find a home that fits. First National Bank North Platte. Start your mortgage pre-approval today. Retirement, a new season in life where you can change how you live it. And something easier, convenient, that feels just right. When it's time, find a home that fits. First National Bank North Platte. Start your mortgage pre-approval today.
This is KNEB TV Ag News from the First National Bank Ag Desk. First National Bank of North Platte, the bank to think of first.
Happy 2020 and welcome to a year in review edition of Friday 5.
From the Impossible Burger to the Battle of the Brews.
And from extensive flooding to international trade deals.
It has certainly been a year full of challenges as well as opportunities for those in the agriculture industry.
Let's review some of our top stories from the year.
We'll begin by going back to June.
That's when alternative proteins were becoming familiar, and Bryce, you were willing to see if beef would beat the impossible.
Do I have the burger here?
So while he's eating this, the Impossible Burgers contain a molecule called heme, and that is supposedly what makes meat taste like meat. What do you think?
No. Don't like that one. Nope.
Oh, so for most of us, the majority of heme we consume comes from animals, but soy roots also contain heme, and that's where Impossible Foods gets theirs.
Don't like it.
On the legal side of this issue, Senator Deb Fischer of Nebraska has introduced the Real Meat Act that was back in October, which aims to codify the definition of beef for labeling purposes.
And before on the countdown, we'll go back to the controversy in May. That's when Big Beer was duking it out over corn syrup.
Well, the saga between Miller Coors and Anheuser-Busch continues.
The saga all started back with the Super Bowl commercial that drew some criticism from farmers and the National Corn Growers Association. Miller Coors sued Anheuser-Busch in March, saying the company spent $30 million on a false and misleading campaign.
Last week, a federal judge ordered Anheuser-Busch to stop using the ads that describe Bud Light as containing 100% less corn syrup than Miller Lite and Coors Light. That said, though, other ads, including the Super Bowl commercial, were not banned. In September, a federal judge ordered that Anheuser-Busch stop using Bud Light packaging that implies that brews made from Miller Coors contain corn syrup.
On to number 3 on the countdown. Agriculture policy around trade has been a hot topic throughout the year.
Well, optimism is growing that the U.S. and China could wrap up a trade agreement possibly by this month.
Trade officials from the U.S. and China concluded talks in Beijing Wednesday, with another critical round scheduled in the U.S. for next week.
A deal at this point between the U.S. and China is expected in mid-May, with a possible signing of an agreement planned for June. However, an agreement does not necessarily mean an end to tariffs.
That's right. The U.S. is planning on keeping some tariffs on China, and China will likely keep retaliatory tariffs on U.S. ag products like soybeans, according to a Chinese trade expert.
President Donald Trump says that he'll be signing a Phase 1 trade deal with China at the White House coming up on January 15th.
Number 2 on the countdown, let's go back to March, when historic blizzards and flooding created quite a few challenges for producers throughout the entire year.
Let's begin by taking a look back at last week, when Nebraska's most widespread natural disaster was just beginning.
A bomb cyclone hit the entire state, bringing a historic blizzard in the west and rain in the east.
Since that storm on Wednesday, all we've seen is water. 85 cities in 74 counties have declared emergencies. Almost 2,000 miles of roads have been closed at one point by this flood. As we know, many areas are still recovering from flood damage. With the ground still soggy heading into the winter months, experts say that is setting the stage for more flooding into the next spring.
And number 1 on the countdown, we traveled to 15 locations, bringing you agriculture stories about everything from fireworks to soybean tires and Christmas trees to pumpkins.
We've had a lot of fun delivering the facts within the fun.
Thanks for joining us on this episode of Friday Fight, which is brought to you by the Nebraska Corn Board.
Have a great 2020. We'll see you next week.
This is Mike. Mike likes his car. Mike likes to save money. And Mike likes to breathe. So Mike fills up with E15 with 15% American ethanol. The clean octane in E15 gives Mike the performance he wants from his engine and the clean air he wants for his family. Better yet, E15 costs less at the pump. Higher octane, cleaner air, lower cost. E15 sure gives Mike a lot to like. Discover E15 with American ethanol.
For the card-carrying fan, get your Husker Visa debit card so you can take the game with you. Free with First Free Checking.
At TC and More in Scottsbluff, we believe it's the little things that make your house a home. Start with home decor. Brighten up any room in your house with flags, wall decorations, and custom art pieces. Next, brighten up your wardrobe with clothing and accessories like jewelry and purses from the Myra collection. And remember, seniors and military members receive an additional 10% discount. Visit our website, tcandmore.com, and like us on Facebook, TC and More, 1621 Broadway, beautiful downtown Scottsbluff.
When it comes to helping local folks with the loans and financial advice they need, we don't horse around. Our only goal is to help you and your family achieve your financial goals with the right loans and savings products. So if you want to bank with people that care about you and your financial needs, stop by or give us a call. First State Bank. We're big on you. Member FDIC. Online at fsbcentral.com.
Well, let's take a peek at what's happening on your weekend community calendar. That's a look at today's community calendar, brought to you by First State Bank, honoring those who give back. Nominate your community champion at fsbcentral.com.
Hey Grandma, thanks for all the gifts.
Oh, I'm so glad you like them. I'm really sorry I couldn't make it.
Yeah, we are too.
Set timer for 15 minutes.
Mom, Dad, say hi to Grandma.
Hey,
Hi.
Oh, miss you guys.
We're making your famous mashed potatoes.
Set the crock pot on high.
Wow, technology sure has changed.
Everyone, say hi to Grandma.
Hi, Grandma.
When a strong, reliable network really counts, let our Allo family worry about the technology that keeps you connected.
Are you ready to join the celebration? Then what are you waiting for? Switch to Viero today and find out exactly why we're better. More towers than the competition. Convenient stores in your neighborhood. Friendly, helpful customer service, and top phones at excellent values, such as the iPhone XR for free. That's right, get a free iPhone XR when you purchase any other iPhone of equal or greater value. Viero Wireless, your better choice for wireless service.
At Platte Valley Bank, we offer loans with competitive rates and quick decisions from our experienced lenders. Our team works hard to get to know you and your business. From ag to auto, home loans, and everything in between. We're here to help. Stop by Platte Valley Bank or apply online to find the loan that is right for you today.
And finally tonight, before we break for the weekend, it's time to honor the Platte Valley Company's Star Student of the Week. For this week's Star Student of the Week, we head to Bayard High School, where Superintendent Dr. Travis Miller nominated this sophomore for being a positive and caring leader at the school. PVC associates Jill Allen and Scarlett Driver made an impromptu visit to Mr. Rafferty's ag class to surprise sophomore Candace Wolf with her honors. One of the reasons she was selected was for taking a leadership role for Bayard's Rachel's Challenge for Club, which helps promote kindness and inclusion of each student at the school.
Like the whole aspect of let's be kind to everyone and kind of include everyone because everyone matters and everything. And I wanted to really keep that going. And I know our school it was excited about it for the first portion of it, but then it kind of dwindled out. And I was like, no, we can't just let it, I guess, leave completely. We need to keep it going.
In addition to her involvement with that, Candace lists some of the other activities she keeps busy with.
One acts, cross country, basketball, cheerleading, FFA, student council, 4 club, lead team, choir, show choir. There's more.
Candace is one of the most active Star students we've come across this year, but she still maintains a nearly perfect GPA.
You are a busy young lady. How do you accomplish such great grades along with your extracurricular activities?
I actually get this question a lot. How do I not let, being busy limit myself? And it sounds kind of weird, and people usually get confused by when I say this, but I literally just don't say no. Don't say I can't. Because you're your biggest limiting factor, and if you're the one limiting yourself, then you're gonna be limited. But if you don't let yourself say you can't, then you can do whatever. So
she shares what her favorite subject is and why.
I guess overall class would probably be English because I'm kind of an English nerd and I like to have good grammar and all this stuff. So, and I love writing and stories and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Congratulations once again to Bayard sophomore Candace Wolf, the Platte Valley Company's Star Student of the Week. And if you'd like to nominate a deserving K-12 student to be the next Star Student of the Week, you can find nomination forms online at www.pvbank.com. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great weekend. We'll see you back here on Monday.